Nigerians are now singing bye-bye to Jati Jati following the sacking of Gernot Rohr as Super Eagles manager, and the Nigerian Football Federation brought in Austin Eguavoen to be in charge, and he'll be working with 3 members of Rohr's technical committee. We have Joseph Yobo, Muhammad Salisu, and of course Aloyago. And of course the Nigerian Football Federation also brought in Terry Eguaje, who provides technical consultancy to NFF on technical matters. And of course we have Paul Agbogun, who is in charge of Super Eagles Team B. They will be working with Austin Eguavoen. And then the NFF decided to bring in Austin Okocha, Nwankwo Kanu, and of course Garbala, who is a member of the technical committee of the NFF, to provide technical and ambassadorial support to the crew. And of course the question is, of course Nigeria already has a large team to play for the country at AFCON. You already have 9 people out there. So that is what we'll be looking at on the show today. And I welcome you on that note to this edition of Nigeria Superfans Forum. My name is Oluwafemi Ashaolu, and in the studio, I'm a Liverpool fan today. I'm not alone. I have Kayode Ogundare in the studio. Kayode, you're welcome.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure being here.
Okay. So, of course, on the show, today we'll be introducing a segment on the show. And in that segment, you as a viewer can issue a card. You heard that right. You can issue a card to your club, another club, a referee, UEFA, FIFA, CAF, if you feel they have not done what is right. You heard that right. If you feel they have not done, but even to your coach, if you feel your coach has taken the wrong decision, of course, you will get more information as the show progresses. So that is the cross of what we'll be looking at on the show today. We'll quickly go on this very brief break. We'll be back. Please stay right there. Yeah, welcome back, and it's still Nigeria Superfans Forum. Kayode, let's get down to talking now. Yeah. Nigeria already have a large contingent, I meant to say, going to AFCON. You already have 9 technical people, in quote, going to AFCON. When you have too much of technicalities, what will happen?
Okay, I think let's get things sorted out. Ideally, you can't have as many as 12, 15 backroom staff, but with clearly defined roles. You could have a psychologist, a physiotherapist, a goalkeeper trainer, the kit man, the masseur, a whole lot of guys. But apart from all of those that is Super Eagles Act, which I am very, very aware of, this latest attempt to turn the Super Eagles technical job to a job for the boys, bringing in all sorts
job for the boys.
Yes, bringing in all sorts of manners of individuals. I think is a joke taken too far by the NFF, and it's something that is going to backfire. But
quickly, let's look at, people have questioned the portfolio of individuals that have even been brought in. Now, let's look at Paul Agbogun. Paul Agbogun was a former Enyimba coach, yes. 2-time former Enyimba coach.
Under 20.
Yeah, and under 20. He was fired. So, on what basis? Yeah, he's in charge of the Team B of the Super Eagles. But on what basis is he being brought in?
To be fair, I will not use his record of being fired against him, because tell me which coach I've never been fired.
What has he achieved? Exactly. That is the question.
Exactly. I would rather look at what has he achieved rather than whether he has been fired.
Because a coach is fired for not, achieving something.
No, even when you won, there are instances
there are coaches that you do well and they still get fired.
Yes, I can tell you for free that in 1998, when Vicente De Bosque won the Champions League with Real Madrid, he was fired. That very year. So for me, it's not about being fired; it's about what do you bring to the table. And if I'm not going to deceive you, Femi, I'm not sure I see the sense in having a Paul like Bogu in that team. Forget it. Even when he was named as the coach of the B team, eyebrows were raised.
Of course.
All of us complained. Yeah. Because on the basis of what are you giving him this job?
Same thing. I'm trying to point that right now.
I agree with you. On the basis of what are you giving him this job? You cannot give me any reasonable reason why you are giving. Of course, you can say since he's the coach of the B team, he could as well be a part. No. Already you are making a very difficult job more difficult again. A hard job, you are making it much more difficult by bringing in all manners of people with their different egos, their different ideas of how things should be done. See, there are times when 2 years or 3 years are not better than one. In this case now,
when you have too many advices, though, just coming from every angle.
And you don't forget that everybody will have their loyalists in the team. Everybody has their preferred players. You see this person bringing these players, this person bringing in this player, and everybody wants their players to play. And when you have too many coaches, what you are doing is you have unscrupulous agents going through those coaches to get their players into the team. That means you are going to have factions in that team. And Femi, take this from me, that team will not reach its potential at the AFCON.
So are you suggesting that Eagles may not do well at AFCON with the number of persons we have in the technical committee, in the technical crew right now?
In football, you can never be final, but all what this potential
the indicators
is that we are not going to do well. Not because we don't have players individually, but because the glue that's supposed to get everybody stick together is going to be like you are going to have 3, 4, 5 points of authority, which for me will spell disaster. Okay,
let's quickly talk about. Before we come to the Okocha and the Kanu in the coaching whatever, people have questioned the impact of Joseph Yobo in that team, even under Gernot Rohr. Yes. Now let's look at Okocha, Nwankwo Kanu, and Garba Lawal. These are legends in their own right, but people have questioned the fact that they've not coached a team before. So what technical advice would you expect these individuals to bring into the team? I understand if you're talking about their moral impact, that they give the players maybe the ambassadorial part of the appointment.
But I don't see them being embedded in the team. It is wrong. Femi, tell me one team out of FIFA's 201 member federations that has this kind of arrangement. Just one.
It's a local arrangement.
That's why
it's a local arrangement.
That's why I think we are always putting the cart before the horse, or is it the horse before the cart? You see, why do we do things and we leave ourselves open to ridicule by outsiders? Which other team, which other federation does what we are doing?
So you are saying that, let's say Eguavoen, Joseph Yobo, Mohamed Salisu, and maybe a lawyer go, then should have been enough as a technical crew. Is that what you are saying?
Even under the immediate past.
Under Gernot Rohr,
Under Gernot Rohr, I think there were too many people answering the name of coach, assistant coach, what have you. Because don't forget, when Gernot Rohr was in charge, there was Salisu Yusuf, even when he went
on suspension.
There was Imama
Amakpakabo,
There was the goalkeeper trainer,
Aloyagu.
And then don't forget that most people know these people because they are the Nigerian faces of the technical group. There was a Pionetti Enrico, who was also a goalkeeper trainer that Gernot Rohr brought. There was a Nabil Trabesi, who was a video analyst that Gernot Rohr brought. If you consider all of these people, those are 2 other people apart from Salisu, apart from Imama, apart from what's his name now? Aloyagu. You're talking about 6, 7 people already. And then there was a Joseph Yobo, even under that dispensation.
So already, even before now, we've have a large technical crew, a large crew.
No, I'm not talking about the backroom staff. There could be other.
That's what I'm saying. We already have a large crew.
Yes, on the bench. And for me, I ask myself, to what purpose? What are they doing? You just raised a very, very big proposal now. What has been Joseph Yobo's contribution to this team? This is somebody who you want to call an assistant coach for whatever it is worth, but who doesn't have a certificate, a coaching certificate.
A license.
He doesn't have a license. His mates who are now coaches today, even before they finish, they have gotten their badges. He hasn't gotten any of this. If you really want to help him, ask him to go and get his badges. That's the only way. If he gets his badges and he comes back and sits on the bench, no problem. But you cannot have people do whatever they want and they tell you that they are doing global best practices. Anywhere in the world, where is it done? It's not done anywhere. We cannot say we want to compete, we want to be the best, and we keep doing things this way.
This is a Niger practice. Quickly, before we go on a break, let's talk about, well, some might say it's a bit early, but let's talk about the capability of Eguavoen. He has a very difficult task at hand. Let's look at his portfolio. 2006, he won bronze for Nigeria at the AFCON. Then 2010, he also served in interim capacity as he is serving right now before the appointment of Samson Siasia. Let's look at it. What do you think Nigeria should expect from Eguavoen at next year's AFCON?
Whatever we see, we take. Now, waiting we see, we will take.
Oh, now.
It be. No, to be realistic and to be fair to Eguavoen, he's coming in to do a very hard job, which is now being made much more difficult. Because the way I see it is like you're giving somebody a job you are giving somebody a car to drive, and you're not telling him somebody else will be changing the gears. That's the way I see it. No, seriously, that's the way I see it. But with all of these other add-ons that we are seeing, Eguavoen on his own will find it very, very difficult to win the AFCON for Nigeria.
But he will still have the finances because he's the technical director, he's the technical advisor.
That is what you think. See, when in the heat of action, these things don't work according to plan again. Everybody will have an opinion, and everybody will have his own camp. Take this from me, Femi. I'm saying this because I know everybody will have it. Even when Gernot Rohr was there were players who were loyal to other coaches. Let's be honest with ourselves. These are not secrets.
That's another topic for another day.
They are not secrets. People who should know, they know. There are people who are even loyal to the federation, not to the coaches. There are players who are loyal to the federation.
But the federation blamed Rohr for indiscipline in the team.
Of course, he will take the blame. Femi, like we said, this is a topic for another day. We'll talk about who is to blame. Why was Rohr a sacrificial lamb or not? We'll talk about all of this some other time.
Like you said, we'll dedicate an episode to this.
Anytime, I will be willing.
Let's quickly go on this break. We'll be back to discuss the new segment that we just introduced on the show. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back, and it's still Nigeria Superfans Forum. Now, on to the segment that we just introduced on the show. Like I said earlier, I said you as a fan can issue a card, either red or yellow, to maybe a coach, a referee, a club, a sporting organization, UEFA, FIFA, CAF, NFF, that you feel hasn't done what they are supposed to do. So, in our comment section, what do you think the Premier League, the NFF, the appointments, even the sacking of Rohr? A lot of people have said, no, the NFF should actually take the blame for that. So what do you think? Please leave a comment. Leave a comment in the comment section. Kayode, let me quickly come to you. So for you, what sporting issue would you say, or what individual in the sporting world would you say deserve a yellow or a red for you?
For me, let's start from home now.
Charity begins at home.
I think the NFF deserve a red card.
Oh, let's give NFF some slack. Come on, man.
No, I'm serious.
Over the weeks, they've been receiving the bashing.
Continue. Probably they are going to sit up and do what is right, or they are flushed away. But honestly, they deserve a card. I'll leave that to you.
No, you are the referee right now. You will decide. You will be the one to decide.
Oh, okay. I'm giving them a yellow card now because we see new gem going to the AFCON. If not, I would have flushed everything.
So who in the NFF? You can't give, okay, you are giving the federation.
The federation.
Oh, okay. But somebody takes the decision for the federation.
Okay. Since Amadi Pinnick is the face of the NFF, Amadi Pinnick, this is for you.
Mr. Pinnick, I hope you're watching.
This is for you.
Okay, for the appointment for this large
for the shoddy manner, Gernot Rohr's disengagement was handled, and this haphazard way, Eguavoen and the other guys on the technical crews issue was cobbled together. I foresee disaster, and so in advance I'm giving them this card, a yellow. Meanwhile, a second yellow will lead automatically red.
Wow, that's a very, very honest decision right there. For me, I think it would be for the referees in the English Premier League. I always say, some might say it's my opinion. I always say that if Nigerian referees are given the same kind of remuneration that English Premier League referees enjoy, I think they will do better. And of course, maybe for the NFF, I'm going to give a red card. Yeah, because CAF just released a list of referees for AFCON. Nigeria only produced an assistant referee. And we have a country like Burundi. Where's Burundi even on the African continent? With all due respect, they produce a center referee. And Nigeria can only produce an assistant referee. So, please, producer, 3 yellow cards for the Nigerian Football Federation.
In closing, I watch the Nigerian Premier League, and thankfully it's coming back. I am not surprised that we don't have too much representation in CAF. When you talk about
so how are we even going to do well on the international scene if CAF doesn't even reckon with our own referees?
Because the truth is there are things that even within the referees, I have a couple of them as friends. When they talk to you, of course they would talk off the record. You understand that they are also aware of the divisions of the problem that they have even within the referees body that makes it impossible for us. I'm not doubting their competence.
How about that? The fact that some of them did not even pass their fitness examination. But sometimes I think some of these disciplines are personal.
Femi, let me shock you. There are some who will not pass that Cooper test, and they will still get official games.
In Nigeria.
I bet you, just do your findings. You are a journalist.
Let's leave it today. Whenever we come on the show, time is not always our friend, but we promise you going forward, of course, you'll be getting such a lot more. Now, the African Cup of Nations is really back on you. I will bring you all the build-up.
Yes.
All the build-up to the tournament.
League is back.
Yeah, the Nigerian Premier League is back. So, of course, we'll be also taking you closer to the action. Kayode, thanks once again for coming through on the show. As always, we appreciate you. And to the producer, thank you for always being there for us. I remain Oluwafemi Ashaolu. Until next time, take care of yourself.